The second one is modify. You cannot see anything like here because we need to create any objects. So I'm just creating any kind of objects here and make sure any type, different type of objects just created like this. So actually the first one is AB modify, transform and edit section. In here under the transform and edit, you can just like any kind of object selected to see object type. The first thing we reach the object's name in here and type. You cannot actually change in here, but you just see in here the type. The active material in here, and if your object has any kind of material, you can see in here, or you can just like change it here too. The next one is data. Your object's data is here. The data objects, for example, like you can actually change it to object's data. For example, if I change the cone and it's just like cube to cone, just like this. And if I just change grid or something else, and my object just change it here because I just changed the object's data. The next one is parent. So you can just like change it object's parent. Okay, it's like going to here, select your object parent, just like sees just one of them. And like this one is this, and it goes like that. So the next one is select your object and just like clear parent and select your another object to clear parent like this. And the next one is set object origins. So this one is, I liked this one. For example, like we have the same geometry to origin, origin to geometry, origin to 3D cursor, and also like this. So we have built-in object origin, right? So if I right click and set origin, it just make sure it's the same. But it's not the same because we have origin to lowest level, origin to highest level here. And you can just like make sure in here lowest and highest places origin, it goes automatically. The next one is actually set origin to manual axis. For example, like if you make sure in here 0, it goes 0 places like this, but it doesn't matter. Actually, make sure there's 0. This one is 0. This one is 0. This one works actually objects bound box. So what is the bound box of the object? You cannot see in here the bound box objects. Select your object, go in here to object properties and viewport display and display as in here bounds. If you see in here display bounds, you can see object. Actually, this one is object bound box, just like covering that objects inside of the box. In here, I'm just going to normal solid objects, and you can just see in here this one. Why is origin goes in here? Because it goes actually, it's looking for your object bound box. You can just like working with this kind of cube or prism objects in here. And as you can see, it's here. But if you see inside, outside of this, and it's just like there. Why? Because if you see the bounding box, you can see perfectly right places. Right place. So this one is origin object XYZ level. So you can just like change it here to object origin manually like this. And for example, like Y level, or you can just like change it here and like that. So this one is set origin to manual axis like that. So this one works like automatically applying object scale. It's just like working with. So if you change the object scale, so for example like this, and in here it's object side it's okay, Y side it's okay, but Z side it's just like making just going crazy. So why? Because your object actually needs applying scale. So to do that right now, you can just like perfectly working on your objects, but you have to applying scale your objects, okay, before you using this set origin to manual axis.